Hello and welcome back to episode 2 of the old stream farm. Today we're going to be working at field 1 here, going to get it ready to plant, and we'll also pick up the field stones for field 2 and here as well. So basically the goal will be to prep both fields completely and then also get a crop in hopefully today and do any other small tasks that we might need to do around the farm. So I'll be doing most of this in a bit of a time lapse. So let's go. Okay, so we're just wrapping up the last bits here on this field, and we're going to put away the plow. Right, so there we go. Finished up all of our plowing. I'll quickly head over to the store and I will pick up a stone picker. We'll just be renting the larger yellow one. So we'll quickly head over to the store and I'll see you in a second. Okay, so here we are in the store. I'll be renting this Deagleman right here, the Rocking 9600. We'll just lease this one. And then we'll quickly head back to the farm so that we can get stone picking. We'll get this done as quickly as we can. So just for the video's sake, I'm going to clean out field 2 and 1, but it's going to be a jump cut from here all the way to the point where I'm finishing off field 1, just so that we can make some progress today. So I'll see you when it's basically done. Okay, so I've just finished stone picking field 1 and 2, and I'm going to go sell the stones at the crusher, and I'm also going to check something because I think my seeder has a cultivator, some sort of an attachment that came with it, because it seems like it's in 2 parts, so I might be able to actually cultivate or prepare the soil and then seed at the same time. So I'll double check that really quickly, but let's get these things sold. Okay, so here we are at the debris crusher. I'm not sure exactly how we can sell this. I think try and back it up into it and see if I can sell it that way. So there we go, finally found the trigger and got it to unload. It's a bit precarious, but got it done. Alright, so let's return the stone pickup. Okay, so I also want to grab something for some lime spreading so that we can get that added onto the field for some additional money. Now, I would really like to buy this Amazon spreader, but it is very expensive, so I'm really not sure whether I should just lease it for the time being or buy it outright, because there's also the option of the Bredel, which is 45,000 compared to the 65,000 of the Amazon, and there's really not much difference between the two. I mean, this one does have a really wide area that I can actually spread to. I think what I'll do is I'll lease this for now. Actually, no, I'm going to buy it. Yep, let's just swap the tires out for some Midas, and I'm going to leave it as is. So we'll buy this because we're going to use this a lot. And I can use it for some contracting as well. So let's go and pick that up, and we'll also grab some lime while we're at the shop. I have to say, I really do like this tractor, and I am super happy that I actually decided to start off with it. It's not the biggest tractor in the world. As you can see, it's struggled a few times with the plowing, especially in what you haven't seen is me having a bit of a hard time with the stones in the fields as well. The weight really got to this tractor, so I don't feel like it's overpowered, which is very nice for a start, but we can upgrade it, which is one of my smaller goals along the way. Okay, so I've gone ahead and bought 4 bags of lime, because I'm probably going to end up using a fair bit anyway, and if there's anything left over, I should be able to use that next year round as well. While that final bag is filling up, let's just quickly check the calendar. So I'd like to plant something like wheat or barley. And right now it is harvest season for the wheat. Barley's done. Calendar's quite different. I think it's the normal one that I am used to on the other map that I'm playing. So we've still got a whole day to work on the fields. I think I'll go ahead and skip to the 2nd day of August, since we're playing 2 days per month, and we can do some lime and do some smaller jobs then. So I'll see you in the morning. There we go, it is the next day. So let's just head out of our home, close the door behind us. Something I actually forgot to do was check the used machinery market, so I'm going to do that right now. Luckily and unluckily, there isn't a spreader in here. There's some tractors though, which this could be interesting. Anyway, that won't be of use to us right now. Let's get started with the lime spreading. Let's quickly get the tractor turned around. Just zoom out a bit, otherwise I can't see. I'm not used to having such a small working width on this machine. I usually buy the extension when I grab it, so this is quite different. Well, the weight is really getting to this. It'll get a little bit easier as we keep going. Hopefully I'm not wasting too much lime by just continuing on. Not going to be too fussed if I miss some smaller pieces. Like this corner I'll come back for and make sure that I've covered most of it. But we do want to make some progress, and missing some small bits isn't going to make a huge difference. As you can see here, I've left some pretty large spaces, these trees, untouched with the stone picker, because as far as I know, only the actual stones that you can see have an effect. So I do try and keep it all nice and neat, but I'm pretty sure what I've done here is good enough. Don't need to cover every small area with the stone picker. Okay, so we are one field down, one more to go. And as I suspected, I am going to need to buy some more lime. So we'll do that in just a second. As I said before, this field is fairly difficult to work in, and maneuvering around in here is actually fairly difficult. There's one tiny speck left. I'm not going to buy more lime for that. But I'm actually surprised that the lime has basically been enough. I will put this away, and we'll need to go and buy some seed now. Just before we buy some seed, I think we need to buy a pressure washer so we can clean this tractor up a little bit. So I've decided I'm going to put the pressure washer right here, and that'll make it so that area is a bit of a work area in the middle of the yard, rather than putting the pressure washer right where the main sheds are, where my harvester is at the moment. I think this is a good spot to have it. Also means I can bring big equipment in from that side and it should be able to reach to clean them. There we go, tractor's all nice and clean, and we're going to get it all dirty again in a few seconds once we start seeding. But I'll get the seeder attached. And we'll use the Ford tractor to go and buy some seed for us. So we'll leave the large tractor here. We'll quickly hop into the Ford. And that brings me to the other thing that we need. We actually need to buy a pallet fork. So if we detach the bucket, and I will grab the little trailer as well. Okay, so it's time to buy some seeds, and I'm going to buy some big bags. Here we go. I think I'll buy... not sure how much I'll actually use. We can buy 4 bags. That should be more than we need, hopefully. And the other thing that I need is... I was going to buy a pellet fork, but since we've got big bags, I think... I hope it should lift high enough with this front loader. I'll grab the single bag lifter. I'm hoping that this will lift this bag quite comfortably. I bring it up to the point where it will actually go into the trailer. Okay, now that we have all of our seed, head back to the farm and get seeding pretty soon. Okay, so we are back at the farm. Time to load up the seeder with some seeds. Now it's already getting a bit wobbly because I'm lifting the bag so high. Look at this, I should be able to get away with not having a weight on it, so that's not too bad. There we go, all full. I'm just going to park up here with the bag attached for now because I might need to fill up again. I'm worried that this might be a bit too heavy. If that's the case, then I'll need to upgrade the tractor sooner rather than later. We might need, yeah, we're gonna have to grab a loan if we need a bigger engine. In that case, we'll just have to deal with it. I'm assuming that this should plant. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we've ran into a bit of a problem. The tractor is actually big enough to run this machine, but this incline on this hill is a big problem. So I'm going to just detach everything here, and I'll quickly head over to the store and we'll upgrade this tractor. I forgot, we actually have a workshop on the farm, so we can just do it here. If I'm going to upgrade, I'm just going to put in the 177 kilowatt or the 240 horsepower engine straight away. So we'll just grab a quick loan of $25,000. Loan acquired, it is time to upgrade. And while we're at it, I might actually see if I can just chuck on doubles on the back. That's actually 6,000, that's 31. Yeah, we'll do it. There we go, our upgraded New Holland. It's a small little expense for a giant farm like ours. Nothing to worry about. Just quickly head back to the field. I'm hoping the duals will actually help. But I might have just negated the fact that I got a much bigger engine just by adding on all the extra weight. But I'm pretty sure this is a giant increase. Yeah, this is fine. Still tanking up on this hill, but it's a lot better. I don't actually think we need the duals, not unless you're running the script mod for traction, but it looks good anyway, so we'll keep them. Alright, so let's get this field done. Okay, so we're just doing this last little bit on field 2, and then we'll head over to field 1. I reckon I will jump cut field 1, so I'll show you a little bit of the start, and then you'll pretty much just see me wrapping up a small piece like this. Just more of the same. So, figured we can speed ahead a little bit in the video. Okay, so I'm back, finishing off the last piece of field 1. Now I did some research. Turns out you do not need bees for most crops actually. There's only 3 that count. So we're not going to worry about that. I'll go and put this away after it's been washed. So let's do that real quick. So instead, what I will be doing is taking some money and expanding the chicken farm. So what I'm thinking is, if I borrow a little bit more money and we expand the chicken farm, it'll help us get a lot more money in the long run. So yeah, it's going to cost us a lot, and there will be interest, and more likely than not, I'm going to have to take out a loan or increase the loan in the second year. But in all that time, I should be making money off the chickens, and we know that the chickens are a very good source of money in Farming Simulator 22. So I think I want to do that. So let's head over here. First, let's have a look at our finances. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to increase my loan to 50,000. Then we'll have a look at what it'll cost us to grab some more chickens. So I'm gonna buy them, and we'll do it again. So now we have a full coop, which is fine. I don't mind. I'm not looking to make money off selling them because there's also the fee. I just don't think it's worth it. I just really want to be able to get eggs from them. Reason why we increased our loan by so much is just so that we have some capital to work with as we continue, because we're going to have to do fertilization and all that. So instead of me borrowing again in the short term, might as well just increase the loan. Let's just quickly clean up the yard as well. I think what we'll do, let's quickly have a look. There should be something for seed containers, maybe? Okay, so we do have this silo here, and while money is important, I do want to have fun with this playthrough, so I want to make use of a lot of the mods that I have. I'm just gotta have a look, see if I can find a good place for it. I do like putting it somewhere here. I like that this section you have a nice little loop that you can run here, so I think we should pop this right here. And we will also do some painting. It's difficult to get them exactly where I want them. That's okay, and we'll just have to paint some dirt back in. There we go. Perfect. That looks like it's been there for a while. Very pleased with that. Okay, so let's grab the trailer and we'll head over there. And I'm hoping I can fill it up using the bags. I don't see a reason why I wouldn't be able to. Okay, so let's go put this away. I'll put this trailer in next to the Marshall trailer. I was going to cut down some of the trees around field 1 and 2, but I think that can wait for now. I'm not too keen on doing that this episode. I'll do that later. Won't say next episode, because I might not actually do it in the next episode. It isn't that big of a problem, and it's going to be a bit finicky to do anyway, so I'm putting it off. But what I will do is do some more landscaping. We do want to paint with just regular grass. And I want to clear up this along the edges here. So as we get rid of all this, what we're going to do is we'll add back in some grass. Quite content with leaving those ones as they are. Okay, so let's have a look at decoration. Okay, so let's have a look. I'd like to put in a gate here, but it might make it really difficult to work with. So I think for the time being, let's just grab these hedges. Now, what's the difference? Let's have a quick look. So the $100 ones, they're really low. Okay. Bit higher. These ones are really tall. Okay, so I think we'll grab these ones. Okay, so we finally managed to get it to work. I've been able to move it back a little bit. Alright, so I do want to build a nice curve. If it'll let me. Because as you saw there, I finally got this hedge to work. Just get a bit of a better view on it. Yeah, it's been an absolute pain to get rid of everything here and then to get this thing to actually activate so that it would take the hedge as being able to place. I don't know why I didn't want to. One thing I didn't notice was that it was actually taking a lot of money. So that happened. It's not supposed to. I've got a mod installed that should make the cost of this stuff free, but unfortunately that has taken a fair bit of money. We'll just have to see. If it's a big problem, I'll put the money back. If it isn't, we'll just carry on. A bit disappointing, because you want to do a lot of this kind of work and it just eats through your money to build some of the stuff. So that's why I have the mod anyway. But I'm going to call it there for today. So thank you very much for watching. Very productive day. Very happy with the amount of work that we've been able to get through. Next episode, we should be getting some fertilizer, which shouldn't be too expensive because you don't run through a lot of it in the fields when you're using it. It tends to be very expensive but low use rate, where other things are cheap but you have a really high usage on them. So fertilizer, I'll just buy some solid fertilizer since that's what I have at the moment, or the tool that I have can do that. So we'll grab that, go through the fields, get that done. And then I'm going to start doing some contracting work so we can start repaying this loan. Hopefully by next year when we harvest this and we sell it, we should be able to pay off the loan completely or be very close to paying it off completely with all the contract work. I haven't had a look at how much the jobs pay out on this map, so we'll have to see. I know there's a lot of fields, but they're very small, so we might not be able to get all the money that we'd like. We'll just have to see. So until next time, cheers.